How can I be responsible for my future self? How do I know that a specific thing that is funny on a public platform is racist in the future? I would never know. Today, people, I got something different. You know how the cancel culture is going quite crazy and they cancel a bunch of people? I think for the new generation of kids, I think it's going to be even worse. So, you have this kid called Karl, right? He's an internet person, and the dude freaking streams Minecraft. You know? Like, yeah, Minecraft. So I bet like a bunch of kids just following him, you know? So for some reason, I don't think people realize how many of these big streamers were following like people that are not good for the Christian channels. Let's just say that. So you got Ice Poseidon. Back in the day, Ice Poseidon was huge. This guy played RuneScape. I didn't like RuneScape because I thought it was a very stupid game. It looked bad, but I'm sure it had a strategy behind it, but I didn't want to learn it, didn't have the time. I was playing League of Legends where life was good. But between all these people that are playing like League of Legends, I was a fan, I kept seeing Ice Poseidon, Ice Poseidon, Ice Poseidon. And I was like, why is this guy so good? And the weirdest thing is, whenever he was online, all the other streamers went offline. Not because he was stealing all the viewers, no, because everybody wanted to watch what he's doing. It didn't make any sense.
Damn, you're such a pussy, bro. If you ever went through this, you'd be crying like the girl
He went through this all last RV trip because of you.
Just so you could get fucking attention, you fucking
He started with the... I don't know, he started streaming, he was very edgy. It was when the N-word and the F-word were like normal, right? I mean, people think that internet is bad. Trust me, people. If you played like Call of Duty back in the day, and you want to survive that for 1 hour...
You're a whore. You're fat. Yeah, you're a fat one too. You're a fat whore.
I'll mute you. You're freaking annoying, kid.
You got grease on your chin. I'm the kid. I'm like fucking toy.
You send a little kid in there, oh man, he will come out like an adult, like a gangster. Trust me, it's a FM everything. And if you're a girl, that would eat you alive. But the internet progressed, things change. But guess what? Ice Poseidon, he started getting so edgy, but slowly he started getting more adult. He did more like social commentary, meeting people on the street, on the fly, because he noticed that everybody wanted to be on his stream for the cloud. The weirdest people, all these big people right now, they were for one time on the stream of him. Some got something out of it, but some didn't. But who cares? Because we just won the cloud. But the moment he started to try to chill out, you know what started happening? They started banning him. Wait. They started going on his stream. They started attacking him.
You ain't doing nothing, man. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, can you just leave, dude? Boy, cool, yo. Listen, dude, just leave. Hey, can you tell him to leave, please?
Try to fight him.
I'm getting about 30 calls about you on my phone, and I'm a gangster. So you better fucking leave here right now before there's trouble with yourself. You understand that? You're fucking with the mob over here. You better leave now. Got it?
I apologize.
You better leave now.
What's going on?
The sooner you leave, the better.
Okay.
Whenever he went to any place, people went to that place, activate the fire alarm. It was like a big issue.
Sorry.
Yo, what are you doing, bro? Yo, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dog?
They were actually swatting him, and the last time actually he went on a plane, they swatted him or told people that he has a bomb. So they made his life miserable.
The man taken off the plane is an internet personality, a live broadcaster who was streaming right before he boarded that flight. Well, he says that someone made the call as a prank. It's something known as swatting. It basically gets like the SWAT team to show up when you've done nothing wrong. But because this was on a plane, a lot of other people were also affected.
The troll was trying to just affect me, but he ended up affecting every single person on the plane. And I just can't help but feel really bad for all those people. You know what I mean? Because I was there, and that's the reason why it happened, and it's really messed up.
It was horrible to watch. And I was like, damn. And Twitch said, you know what? Okay, man, we done with you. Bye. And that's how he left. Super edgy, right? He could never correct himself on the same platform that gave him a bad name. Okay, his life is sealed. He went on YouTube once in a while, but it lasted the way it had to last. But here I have a gangster problem with this. For some reason, you have this Karl person And when Ice Poseidon was in the city, he was like, yeah, let's go.
He was doing an IRL stream in my city when I lived there. And when I had the ability to show up on one of the biggest streamers' streams at one point, I decided to show up where he was streaming uninvited. So, I would do the same damn thing, dude.
Let's go. Let's meet my favorite streamer. And he went there, took a picture, right? All these kids in Rona time.
I feel power. Ha 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 ha.
No, actually, he wrote CX, which was actually a weird slang always used with Ice Poseidon. And everybody was like, what? Karl? You know the slang of Ice Poseidon? He wasn't even in your generation. What the heck is happening? Kids did their research. What did they find? They found a picture with him and Karl. Damn. They found out, he said, Ice Poseidon has a big nose.
Karl was just saying Ice is a big nose because everyone makes fun of Ice Poseidon for having a big nose. Just like whenever I go on Tubbo stream, how they call me a fat fuck. When Ice Poseidon used to be one of the biggest streamers, other streamers jokingly picked on him for having a larger nose. I cannot believe that he has to explain this, that he made fun of Ice for having a big nose.
Ice Poseidon does have a big nose, but everybody, dog, he's Jewish. How would you say something about the Jewish with a big nose? I was like, wait a second. Ice Poseidon is Jewish? I didn't even know. The fact that you believe that makes you the racist. But that doesn't matter. And this is what I find very interesting. The people that cancel Ice Poseidon are usually the racist. Because the dude can't change. So Karl was like, oh my god, they found out. I follow the worst person in the world. Let me apologize.
I'm not just sorry if I offended anybody. I am just sorry, right?
Hey, did you see Karl Jacobs? He was stuttering and laughing the entire time. That dude doesn't give a flying fuck. He still watches Ice Poseidon. No, he doesn't. Nobody is saying that these people haven't grown. Most of the mistakes people make are from years ago, and it's clear that they have changed for the better. But that doesn't still take away their past actions. You should be happy. It's honestly, I think people that were bad and got good are you should be proud of them. You should just be proud of them. I do sincerely apologize, as I have for a while now understood that this could have been viewed as endorsement. Bro, Karl, just admit it, you liked watching Ice, man. Like, you liked watching the guy, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand how people think, like, these Minecraft kids are just like the kids, the children. They think that their people are clean slates. They don't understand what the internet was like 5 years ago.
I got did dirty. I'm sorry for being the streamer that everyone watched. 2017 to 2018 was a different time, and edginess was perceived differently. I'm so tired of getting thrown under the bus, though. I've done my dues, and I've changed for the better. It's been years.
What is the point of anyone trying to grow if you can't grow? They don't allow you to, make mistakes 5 years ago and try to adapt, though. I'm pretty strong of a person emotionally, but I feel so drained, isolated, and alone. I haven't felt this bad in years. And the social media game is so fucking dehumanizing. Everyone says it for attention and clout. No one has anyone's back, and I can't take it. I'm a person too.
Dude apologize like a beautiful kid. Oh, yeah, Minecraft. Ooh.
They're like, give me his logs. And I'm like, wow, this just shows how dumb you are. You could find this online, you idiot. They're like, we want his logs. We know he said worse. Well, he didn't. I'm not going to go find his logs, but the first thing Karl ever said in my chat was making a reference to Ice Poseidon, which was just saying what you already know he said. It was CX. It was a joke.
And then it was like, dude, what's wrong with you? Oh, that wasn't enough. Let me post a Twitter, explain it better, and everybody's like, wrong.
So I wanted to make a formal apology here where I can explicitly express myself in an organized form. That way, I can make sure that I say things in the right way.
Wrong.
Since then, I have taken the time to educate myself and do my best to hear people's concerns.
Wrong, that's not enough.
Some people have come forward with my discomfort about me being in a stream with an old Twitch streamer, Ice Poseidon.
That's not enough.
From a few years ago. This is a completely justified concern. I get it. The guy's got a big nose. I shouldn't hang out with people like that.
Started screaming like Michael Jackson. What about us? I'm like, dude, what the heck is happening with these kids?
Was Ice a very controversial, offensive, and all that stuff? Yes. If Karl Jacobs said that I watched Ice Poseidon in the RuneScape days, look, you were one edgy motherfucker because every 5 seconds was black and TTS and people trying to say the N-word. But as he got older and as his content evolved, He really did stop being as edgy. He was still an absolute edgelord, but it wasn't that crazy. And they just liked the fact that he was nuts. I mean, it was, and I will still stand by this today, it was the best content I've ever seen in Twitch history. There's like a level that Ice Poseidon hit on Twitch that will never be touched, and it can't be touched. I don't care what you say, you're wrong. Dude, streamers would go offline to go watch him. Summit 1G, in his heyday, would turn off his stream to go watch Ice. Nobody would dare stream around Ice Poseidon's time. Because you know why? The whole website of Twitch was watching Ice. Actually, like, watching him. It was like a show you couldn't watch. It was a train wreck. That's how people would describe it, and it was. It was a fucking train wreck. You didn't know when it was going to end. You knew it was going to, but you had to watch. It was crazy. You didn't know when he was going to turn the camera, and there's just a fucking police officer there.
Ice Poseidon changed. And it's like Trump doesn't exist, so they need something to vent their anger, their frustration in life. I'm like, kids, get out of your house. This whole cancel culture is so toxic because they're looking for racist stuff. And some people are like, yeah, but if you said that back in the day, it matters.
So I followed and watched everyone that was at the top of Twitch. Same. I know that a lot of them definitely weren't good people or aren't now, and I should have been more conscious of that in the past. See, I don't like that sentence at all. I love Karl to death, but that sentence tells me that Karl's pretty much saying that Ice Poseidon is still not a good person.
It doesn't matter. What I said 5 years ago, people change. Things that are cool back in the day doesn't mean they're cool now. That doesn't mean we still use that. We change fashion, even in our vocabulary. People change.
Remember 5-6 years ago, where if the N-word got on stream, how you guys would say lol and laugh, and people would start thinking that's funny, that people would get the N-word through donations and stuff like that? Nowadays, you guys cringe it, and it's good you do. You guys think it's cringe. You like edginess in 2021, yikes.
These people that don't believe that people can change and feel the power on their fingertips, dude, you guys are the most toxic people in the world. The amount of people that said something bad and I didn't pay attention to that and just focus on their positive and then realize, you know what, I'm a dick. That's how you grow. But the fact that people not go after, not even after Ice Poseidon. They're going after Karl after he made the best apology that he could. He's a kid. And everybody's like, no, that's not enough. We want you. And he's getting dogs. He doesn't want to stream people. Stop canceling people. It doesn't make any sense. For something that did like 5 years ago? That's like saying everybody that deleted anything in their past 5 years ago, we should be able to recover everything you said and bamboozle.
We're just trying to make sure that he understands. Do you really think tens of thousands of toxic stans going after somebody is the way to make him understand? How about, you may think that that's what everyone's doing, but how about the people that are doxing him? How about the people that are death threats with him? How about everything else? How about the fact that Karl can't eat or sleep at night because he's having anxiety over his entire fan base?
I'm just hoping that in the next 10 years, for example, just saying abracadabra is going to be considered racist because there's a people that's identified like magicians or whatever, and then it's going to come back and haunt me. How can I be responsible for my future self? How do I know that a specific thing that is funny on a public platform is racist in the future? I would never know. But the kids that are growing now with the mentality that they can cancel people and they didn't know, they were in the balls of their fathers. How would they know?
I didn't realize this could come across in a way of as racially charged or charged with any form of anti-Semitism. If you're someone that is claiming that it's anti-Semitism, how do you go down that road? How do you enjoy life? How do you make fun of anyone? How do you have any friends? How do you talk to people? If you can't make fun of a dude, that is on a scale of 1 to 10 of an Ice Poseidon joke, that is a 1 in terms of being bad. You know what I mean? Then you might as well cancel all of XQC's 100,000 viewers because they make fun of XQC for having a big nose every single day. And part of that is acknowledging when I make mistakes and apologizing for them. I promise to show change. Dude, you have!
Let me know what you guys think because this just surprises me. This is a big problem.
Tell that to everyone in chat who used to say the F word. Every single one of them. I guarantee you 99% of my community, if they're over the age of 20, has said the F word. And it wasn't even, I'm telling you, They could cancel me for this. Go for it. It wasn't even seen as a bad word. It was seen as fuck. They just want a simple apology for their past actions. You say you want just a simple apology, but you don't realize what you're doing. You're cultivating tens of thousands of people to go after Karl Jacobs and call him a piece of shit.
I think in the future, oh my god, these people that think they're keyboard warriors, they are gonna have such an interesting future. Because even Ice Poseidon is admitting that he's at fault and saying that he is a changed person. But nobody cares about that because they need a person to blame to justify their anger instead of self-reflecting on their own mistakes. Whew. Maybe that's racist too in 5 years.
Don't get me wrong, ako sa kita bong. Buta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, turlo, queta, verdeta, welcome.